So, hi Kirsten, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So, it's been a while since I've seen you. I think it's been about 5 or 6 weeks now.
hmm
I was just wondering how you're feeling now after your heart attack after you've gone home.
I've actually been doing okay. I haven't really changed too much. I know that I was thinking of some ways that I could improve my health, but I'm finding it kind of difficult of ways of going about it. I don't really know where to start.
Okay, so when you came in, some of the problems you had a little bit of high cholesterol, you were overweight a little bit,
Yep.
and also you were smoking.
hmm
So, how about let's start with smoking? What's your ideas on that?
Well, I haven't quit, but I think I'd like to. I've made up my mind that I really would like to quit smoking.
Okay, so that's really good. You have some insight on that. You really would like to
Mhm.
quit smoking, that you start to slack off maybe. I don't know. I don't know if your plan would be like what would be maybe a timeline on that you'd like to quit smoking.
Well, I'm thinking that it might be a little difficult because I haven't, even with my scare of having a heart attack and everything, I still haven't had enough. I don't know if it's support or what that I might need, but um, so I'm thinking maybe in like 6 months if I can do it in 6 months.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a good one. So now, what have you been doing about your cholesterol? Because I know that was quite high.
I've been really trying to find ways of decreasing like fatty foods and stuff, but I don't really know how to cook healthy foods. Like I've never cooked healthy foods, and I'm just finding it difficult to fit them into my diet
Okay.
and purchasing them too. I don't know like what's what or you know.
Okay. All right. So now what about your weight? Have you been looking into how you're going to change your weight at all, or?
I've been going on like regular walks, well like 3 times a week, but I don't really think that's enough. They say like my walks aren't very long. They may be like sometimes 10 minutes. If I'm lucky, I can go for a 15-minute one. But I think I should really increase that to, I don't know, I think I should be doing at least a half an hour every day of some kind of physical activity to really manage my weight.
Okay, well, that's good. So now I know with the weight and also with the cholesterol, I know I know when we talked about the cholesterol, you talked about maybe diet.
Mhm.
So what would maybe be some things that you think you could do to improve the way you eat?
Well, I think I could first of all, learn what kinds of foods that I need to start eating. That would be a good help. So maybe talking to someone I don't know who I would talk to about that. And learning how to prepare those healthy foods so that um, I could actually do it at home for myself. Um, I don't know what else.
Okay. Um, Maybe there's dietitians.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe you've thought about, because you said that you were thinking about talking with somebody
Yeah.
about what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be. Dietitians be really good. I know there are actually some grocery stores that will hold like cooking programs and stuff like that.
Oh, I'd really be interested in something like that.
Yeah, so that'd be really good. So what are some changes in your present lifestyle that make sense to you, like that would improve your cholesterol or your weight or your smoking habits?
Well, definitely decreasing the amount of cigarettes that I smoke a day to start, and eating healthier and really bringing in some exercise. I think that would take me a long way with
Okay.
my condition.
All right. Have you thought of any ways of how you want to go about quitting smoking, or?
Well, I thought about cold turkey.
Okay, yeah, that I hear that's a hard one.
Yeah, I thought about smoking so much in 1 hour, as many cigarettes as I could, that I get sick and just develop an aversion to them.
Okay.
I've thought about just decreasing the amount of cigarettes that I smoke per day, and then eventually kind of weaning myself off of them. Um, Other than that,
Okay. Have
maybe like I don't know. I haven't really thought of much else.
okay. Um, have you ever thought about maybe the patch?
No, I've never thought about that. I think they have a gum too, don't they?
Yeah. They have Nicorette gum. They also have a sort of pill now.
Oh.
And when you take it, if you take it regularly, it takes a little while to work. But after some time of taking it, when you actually smoke a cigarette, it'll make you nauseous.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that would be the best way of going about it, since it'll make you nauseous and you're trying to change what you're eating.
Okay.
And also the patch will do the same. So maybe what you mentioned about weaning yourself off.
Yeah.
So that'd be a really good one. So what we'll do, let's just talk about all the ideas we've talked about. 'Cause we've thrown a lot out there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with quitting smoking. We've talked about smoking so much it'll make you sick.
Mm-hmm.
You've talked about weaning yourself off. You've talked about quitting cold turkey.
That would be a wild idea.
Yeah. Um, what's anything that you could think of for your weight loss? Like, what are some things that you could do to lose some weight?
Well, I was at the grocery store one day and I seen a flyer for um, Weight Watchers. I thought about joining that. That could control like my portion sizes and I also seen that there's an all women's gym that I'd be really interested in going to. So I thought about maybe joining that, and I heard that you can get a personal trainer there, so that would probably give me some incentive and some encouragement for my weight loss goals.
Well, that's good. Exercise is a really big one when it comes to losing weight and also changing your diet along with your cholesterol,
Mm-hmm.
because I know your cholesterol was a big issue that you had. So, are there any barriers that you're going to have when it comes to eating healthy other than not knowing exactly what you should be eating or how to cook the healthy foods you'd like to eat?
Well, like peppers and things that they get kind of expensive. So if I could find another way to go about getting them or making them accessible to me, that would be helpful too. 'Cause I don't think I could afford financially to buy like all healthy food all the time. Because obviously packaged food is cheaper, and if I'm in between checks or whatever, it's gonna be easier for me just to buy the not healthy food, but that's not gonna be better for me in the end.
Mm. Do you maybe do you have any like ideas that are out there? Because I know with smoking, you said quitting cold turkey was one. So are there any ideas that you might have that are out there? Because right now we're just trying to get everything on the table without thinking of how hard they're going to be to do.
Well, I thought about hiring a personal chef, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's much of that around here, and I don't think I could afford that either. So
Have you thought maybe about a part-time job or anything, like an extra job? But that would be a lot of work.
it would be. I'm just wondering if I could handle that with trying to get back in shape, and it might bring up my stress level, so quitting smoking might be more difficult.
Mm. Well, that makes sense. Um, so what are some patterns of behavior that you would maybe want to get rid of?
Well, definitely my bad eating habits and my smoking, and then watching too much TV.
Okay, I suppose because with TV comes snack foods like
Mm-hmm.
chips and
And just sitting on my arse all the time.
yeah, not doing as much as you maybe could. Have you maybe thought about like a support group for smokers?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, I think somewhere's out there. There's probably one that would be out there to help you with smoking cessation or just cutting off how much you smoke and whatnot. So,
Yeah, it would be really nice to see how other people did it.
mm, last time you were here, we also talked about your pets. Is there anything for exercise, like with your pets, that you might want to do?
Well, actually, there's a dog park that's about a 15-minute walk. If I could take them there once a day, that would give me a little bit of exercise, and then while I'm there, I could play with them or toss a frisbee or play fetch or something.
Yeah, that'd give you plenty of exercise because I mean it'd be 15 minutes there and 15 minutes back, so it'd be
That would
half.
give me my half an hour.
Yeah, and I mean if you're gonna go there and play with your dog, you're not gonna just walk there and turn around and come
That's
back.
right.
So I think that'd be a really good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so would you maybe want to try and do a balance sheet of like the pros and cons of certain things that you're gonna do?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right. I have some piece of paper here. I'll give you this and a pen. So for smoking cessation, so we'll do pros and cons. So what are some pros for quitting smoking?
Um, well, it would increase my health
Mm.
overall.
Would there be anything else for pros that you could think
Um,
of?
well, if I was breathing better, then I'd be able to exercise longer. So I guess that would be one.
Mhm.
I wouldn't cough so much in the morning. I wouldn't stink like cigarette smoke all the time. I
Mhm.
know my kids really hate it.
Would there be anything with social activities maybe that might encourage you to quit smoking?
Hmm. I never really thought about it. Maybe I could start a new hobby. It might encourage me to start a new hobby.
That would be a good one. Now I think we got a few good pros. Now what about some cons?
Um, well, my stress level might go up a little because I seem to smoke when I'm stressed out, and I smoke more when I'm stressed out. So
Mm.
if I wasn't really doing anything about that, then it could increase a little
Mm.
bit. And I don't know if I'll miss it, but I guess that could be a con.
Mm.
I might miss it for a while in the middle.
Yeah, you might lose the habit and take up another or
Hmm.
anything like that. So that'd be a good
Yeah, that's another con. I could like stop smoking but start eating a lot more, and that
one.
wouldn't be good either.
Yeah.
Try just to replace this motion.
Yeah. So we'll go on to maybe your what we'll do eating habits
Okay.
because that'll deal with your cholesterol and your obesity. So what are some pros for eating habits?
To change them, well, it would definitely better my heart health for sure,
Mm.
and it would give me more energy. I think because greasy foods kind of make me feel like blah,
Mm.
and I don't know. It would decrease my weight.
Mm. So what would maybe be some things for cons?
I can't think of any.
Um, would maybe a con of stop eating like the way you have been, maybe it would be that you aren't getting the satisfaction or you might always feel hungry compared to what you have been eating.
I think that would be a definite con.
Because greasy foods do tend to make a person feel quite a bit fuller than they actually are.
Hmm. And I might miss them.
Mm.
And I don't extremely like healthy foods all that much, but I would like to start trying more.
Okay.
But I might not like them at first, so that could be a con.
Maybe one thing you could do for snack foods is instead of eating chips or anything like that, maybe if you were to have like mini carrots in the fridge or grapes or just
Mhm.
little snack foods like that. So instead of going to the cupboard, go to the fridge and grab a little snack and maybe some dressing or anything like that.
Yeah, that would be a really good replacement.
Okay. So now we know what the goals are.
Mhm.
You'd like to quit smoking,
Mhm.
and you would also like to lower your cholesterol and lower your weight.
Mhm.
Now, I would like for you to tell me the actions that really stand out the most to you to achieve those goals.
Well, to quit smoking, I think I would start by decreasing the amount of cigarettes that I smoke
Okay, so you think that would be the easiest, just to
a
wean
day. Mhm.
yourself off.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that would be the most like not measurable, but like attainable.
okay. Something that would be the most realistic out of all of
Yeah,
them. Okay,
and for lowering my cholesterol, I think speaking to a dietitian to know what I really need in my diet to help me with my cholesterol would be beneficial.
okay. Now for the obesity, what do you think would be the most attainable thing for you that you'd be able to do?
Um, for obesity, I think I should join a gym.
Join a gym.
Hmm.
Okay. I know you mentioned joining the gym, maybe personal trainer also, just
Yeah,
to learn how to do it properly and
and I
whatnot.
think at some gyms you can get like free 2 weeks with a personal trainer. So if I get started, then maybe it would give me some incentive to keep
You know what? I think that'd be a good plan then. I think you're on the right track to where you want to be.
going. Good. I feel like I am.
Okay, well, I think you can do it. I'll be seeing you here within the next month or so, whenever you come in again for your checkup, and we'll check everything and see how you're doing and see how your goals are progressing for you. Okay, all right, nice talking to you.
You too, Jonathan. Thank you.
Okay.